Some numbers don't need to be blocked. They just don't need to be answered. And lately, I've been realizing the hardest calls to ignore ain't coming from other people. They're coming from old versions of me. The version that stayed too long. The version that kept shrinking so other people could feel tall. The version that called sacrifice love and called exhaustion loyalty. That version still reaches out sometimes. Not with a ringtone, not with a text message, but with thoughts, habits, patterns, the familiar urge to return to what already broke me. And that's the thing nobody tells you about growth. Growth doesn't always feel like becoming. Sometimes it feels like abandonment, because every new version of you requires an old version to be left behind. We talk about healing like it's beautiful, like it's candles and affirmations, like it's soft music and deep breathing, but healing can also look like silence, cold silence. The kind that happens when you stop negotiating with behaviors that have been sabotaging you for years. Because some habits don't want compromise, they want access. The same way toxic people do. See, I used to think I needed closure with my old self. Needed to understand every wound, every mistake, every bad decision. Needed one final conversation before I moved on. But some doors don't close because you understand. They close because you're done entering them. And maybe that's the lesson. Not every part of your history deserves a seat at your future table. Some versions of you were built for survival, but survival isn't the same thing as living. The people pleaser survived, the overgiver survived, the fixer survived, the version that accepted crumbs survived, but survival was never the destination. And if we're being honest, sometimes we become addicted to the struggle. Not because we enjoy suffering, but because suffering feels familiar, predictable, comfortable. The pain you know often feels safer than the peace you don't. So we replay old scripts, call old numbers, revisit old patterns, not because they work, because they're familiar. But every time you choose an old script, you silence the person you're becoming. Every time you shrink yourself to fit a room you've already outgrown, you betray your own evolution. And that's why some growth requires distance, not from people, from former identities, because you can't hear your future self clearly, while your past self is still screaming directions. There will be a void, a strange space between who you were and who you're becoming. Don't run from it. That's where peace introduces itself. And yes, some people will be uncomfortable because your new standards expose what your old standards tolerated. Your silence will offend people who benefited from your confusion. Your boundaries will upset people who loved your lack of them. That's okay. Protecting your peace has never been about keeping everybody comfortable. It's about finally becoming comfortable with yourself. So if the old version of you calls tonight, you don't have to argue. You don't have to explain. You don't even have to answer. Just let it ring. Because the life you're building now deserves your attention more than the shadow you already survived.